Hi everyone. Today I will be analyzing the documentary The Oklahoma City Bombing, American Terror. In the 2023 Netflix documentary, the film focuses on the 1995 bombing in Oklahoma that took place on April 19th, and it explores both the tragedy itself and the deeper issues of domestic extremism. So, a little bit of background. On April 19th, a bomb exploded at the Alfred P. Murrah Building. It was a federal building in Oklahoma. The attack caused massive destruction, killing 168 people and injuring upwards of 500 people. It remains one of the deadliest attacks to this day in United States history. Domestic extremism has huge consequences and ramifications. The central message of this documentary is that domestic extremism, especially when fueled by anti-government and hate, can lead to devastating consequences. The film shows why it's important to recognize these dangers and to remember the victims. One of the strongest appeals in this documentary is pathos, or known as the emotional appeal. The film uses emotional storytelling to connect the audience to the human side of the tragedy. The survivor's testimony was an amazing way to use pathos. It used personal experience. Survivors and family members shared their experience and what they went through during the bombing. Some described the moment of the explosion happening. Like we have here on our right, Miss Amy Downs. She explains what it was like being stuck under the rubble for 5 hours, contemplating her life, whether she was ever going to be able to make it out of here, and just the true fear she felt being stuck under that hot, dark rubble after this explosion. And then on the left here, we have this woman whose son, who happened to go to the daycare at this federal building, he unfortunately met his demise in this attack. He was only a 6-month-old baby. She goes in grave detail on what that pain and suffering was like for her to lose her son in such a senseless act of violence. The personal stories were powerful because it makes the tragedy feel real and emotional, not something we just hear about in history. This helps the audience feel empathy and understand the true impact of the event and the people that suffered at the hands of this devastation. Logos is used in this documentary. It's the logical appeal. This focuses on the facts, the statistics, the evidence, so it supports its message. Here you can see statistics. It explains that 168 people's lives were lost, including 19 children and hundreds more. These numbers are supported by investigative details, the FBI, the bomb squad, all these things. The use of statistics is important because it gives clear factual evidence and shows how serious and large scale this attack truly was. It helps the audience understand the impact in a logical way, which is very important. Why it matters. Overall, the documentary is effective because it combines both emotional and logical appeals. The personal stories create a strong emotional connection, and the statistics provide a clear and concise factual understanding. Together, they reinforce the message of the dangers of domestic extremism and terrorism and how radical these things can be and why this event should never, ever be forgotten. So I'd like to ask you as the audience if you guys do have any questions, but my question for you and something you guys could ponder on would be, why do you think personal stories are often more powerful than statistics when learning about tragedies like this? Maybe it's because the pathos effect really plays on our heartstrings and evokes empathy for other human beings going through something that is only short of unimaginable. Not short of unimaginable for us. And then, of course, my references are the Oklahoma City bombing, the American Terror Netflix documentary from 2023. Thank you.